So, it's been a little while since I posted a last video. I've been busy doing work and I did have a couple of videos planned, but I didn't feel that they were good enough to post to YouTube. So I know the beginner's parcel one last time did quite well, so I went on to Facebook and I have been bidding on bits and pieces. I bought these about 6 months ago and they've sort of been sat in my office ever since waiting. And now I've got a full day to myself, so I think we'll go through probably one of them today and see if we can make some nice cabochons out of them and sort of what sort of price range I would be looking at selling these at and whether or not we've made any money. So as a quick glance, this was quite a rapid auction, so I'd bought a few other bits and pieces. There was probably about 20 or 30 of us in it, so I expected to pay a similar sort of price for this one as I did with this one, but fortunately managed to get it quite a bit cheaper with some rapid fired sales. So I definitely think this one's going to be a good bag. This one on the other hand, not 100% sure of. Obviously they're quite small pieces in here, so there's a bit of, wiggle it around, there is a piece of shell there. These are very dry, there's no water in the bag with these yet. So paid 125 AUD for this one, which is 15 carats. I paid 40 AUD for this one, which is 126 carats. So I think we'll probably look at this bag today just because there's more material to go through, and then I'll put the videos, when I've done both of the videos, I'll link them both together and you can sort of see the difference in the same seller at two different price points and which one you think is better. Obviously I know I appreciate some people don't have the time to sit on Facebook, but just as a price point of view, I don't suppose you would get a parcel for this cheap. I'd probably be looking to be paying more this price for both of these. So 125 each, but you never know, there might be a good deal in this. So there is deals to be had if you don't mind sitting through live feeds. Maybe you have a spare day and you don't mind watching a couple of hours maybe in passing. These deals can be had, and I'm going to put this in some water now and we'll go through it, sort of pick out what I think would be viable stones. I mean, they'll all be viable stones, but not really interested in cutting any cabochons without any flash. So we'll get it into some water and we will have a look together and see what sort of cabochons we're going to be getting out of it. So we've got these laid out now, just in a bit of water in a black baking sheet to make it easier for you to see. There is a bit of colour. Obviously we'll start with the biggest one first, so we'll have a look around that. There's a little bit of colour, just turn the brightness down a little bit for you, so you can see a little bit of colour there in that corner. Not sure I can see it coming all the way through though. So it looks like we've got a little bit on that corner of a pin flash that sort of cut. I can see it following down to sort of this edge here. Can't really see any colour on the bottom. So possibly we'll be looking at a small oval from that, but we'll slice this in half and have a look later. Lovely vertical flash on that, like a pin fire flash there. Make a nice cabochon. This is a fossilized shell piece. In my experience, shells usually do make quite nice cabochons. The colour on them is quite bright, but I'm a bit reluctant to cut it simply because it is a shell. Obviously there's a lot of fossils that do get cut, so I think if we can cut a decent amount of cabochons from this parcel, I'll probably leave that one intact for another day. Don't have a bit of black on me. Not really too much colour in that one. A little bit of mauve. Possibly if we sanded the back off of this, we might get a 20 to 30 pound doublet out of it if we're lucky. This one will make a nice cabochon. Bit of sand running around there, so I'd probably take that off. Well, I would take that off and make a cab out the bottom half. Possibly see if it'll. No, that's well on there. Piece of potch, so we can get rid of that over here. Another little nice piece, do a small cabochon, so we'll make a pile over this side for the pieces we know we're definitely going to cut out of this. Nice sun flash for this one. Again, probably take the bottom off of this and make it into a doublet, so I'll put that over here with this crystal up here that for doublets. We've got this left. And the light pin flash there. Probably not something I personally would be interested in cutting. Oops, not the camera. Nice mauve and green bar running all the way around the top of that. Cabochon on top of that. A bit of jelly potch underneath. Can definitely cut one out of that. We've got this sort of, I don't know, grey base possibly. Grey to light base. Bit of matrix opal. Oh, thought that might want to do that. Same with that there. However, there's small, possibly a small teardrop in that one. So we'll put that on the stones cutting pile. Probably get another small teardrop out of that. At that point, I think that's just potch and matrix. Same with this piece that broke. It's quite crumbly look. So I'll leave that be. Sun flash around the top of there again. Get a cabochon out of that. Banded stripe over that. Some pin fire on top. We'll definitely get a cabochon out of that one as well. This is a lovely piece, this. Maybe a nice fat pear shape out of this one. Then we've got this piece here, which has a small pin flash, but it's quite uneven. There's a couple of pits in it and a sandbar there. Not quite sure about. Strong enough. I don't think I'm gonna bother cutting that on this round. It's crystal with red and orange flash. Try and get it in focus. Some greens and blues there. Just lovely. See the colour on the top? We'll definitely get a cabochon out of that one. Again, flashes on two sides of that, so I assume that'll go all the way through. Make a nice round out of that one. Slight flash in this one. But again, oh actually, no, I'm going to give that one a miss for there. And then this lovely little gemmy piece. I think this is also part of a fossil that we will definitely get a cabochon out of that. So actually, we've got this crystal piece which I'll put in the doublet pile. So we've got green and red pin flashes. This is the first one again. See that milky cap just on top. This one I'm not sure about. There is a thin colour bar, but I'm not seeing it come through on the top, so didn't want to take it any further just in case. Got this one here. This is the back. For some reason it's not flashing very nicely on here, but it's quite a nice one. Another small one. Pinfire all the way around again, cap on top. This is the shell fossil, sort of polished it up as is to keep for myself, possibly into a pendant. Yellow and blue and green pin flash. Nice crystal red fossil. Another piece of the shell, again shaped. Small round. Another small round. Crystal oval. There we go. And this tiny little triangle. So we've cut and polished them now, and this is what we've ended up with. So unfortunately I've not managed to get around to cutting the doublet yet, but I'll show you that here. So you can see the pinfire red and blue and the mauve blue. So sort of this one cut up, assuming that red pinfire stays there, would probably be around £20, and this one would probably be around £25 to £30 when done. And I have sold similar ones before of that size and colour, so that's where I'm getting those prices from. And these are the white crystals. So the top row is the best ones. Nothing mega expensive in here, but again for $40 really can't be disappointed with what stones we've cut. So by far you would minimally triple your money on this parcel. I would see no reason why not. Obviously I'm based in the UK, so the prices do tend to fetch a little bit of a higher premium here than say Australia. But as a general rule, I'd probably be looking for that one here probably 15, these three here 10, that one probably 20, 15 or 20 for this, £30 for this one, £20 for this one, and 15 for this one. So I'll work out on screen what that is, but as you can see, and obviously that's not including these ones that I've not yet cut as well, the 2 pieces of crystal doublet. But it just goes to show you that not a very expensive parcel can indeed triple your money. I've probably spent a few hours from start to finish doing these. So, and sort of once these were sold, which I don't doubt wouldn't sell reasonably fast, you sort of tripled your money to then reinvest into another parcel.